Hello. So here today is the story of six energy. So today we're in 6/6, the 6th of June. And see, I've got my 6/6 hat on because fascinatingly, on the 6th of the 6th, it's been a busy day with Reiki sessions. People who have just been so fascinatingly aligning with the energy that is available in the 6/6 portal, as they're now called, on these special days. And they're becoming ever more powerful as more people understand them and connect with their energy. So the 6/6 portal, for me, I've been working through 6/6 energy for quite a while. And it sort of came even louder last November when I was out in Turkey. And at that point, even last summer, this time last year, I was starting to understand the six energy on a deeper, richer level. And at that point, I was understanding the uncertainty that is governed by the six energy and the portal of death and rebirth that it carries us on. So it's a powerful energy for transformation. It carries us from one space into another, killing off, if you like, releasing, cutting away anything that is not working in line with the highest and greatest good, things that maybe we've materialized through our egoic sense of self and some of the heavier things, the chasey things that we do, the parts of us that are not quite comfortable where we are and we're trying to get somewhere different. So that's the first sort of understanding of 6/6 energy I had. And then recently, those of you who've been aware of what I've shared or know me will be aware that I went traveling again to the States and actually went on Route 66 for a while. And that was a transformative experience in terms of recognizing that I was still on this sixth journey. And part of that healing involved connecting with Mount Shasta and the energies there. And my beautiful guide, who's guide for many, which is Saint Germain. And Mount Shasta is very much the home of the flame of Saint Germain and his flame of transmutation. So again, it was bringing in this ability to change and transform. And his partner is his twin flame partner, as they call it on planet, is a Lady Portia, who is very much there for supporting divine justice. So bringing in whatever needs to happen for a person without them having to stand up and fight helps with the sense of being in alignment with your highest truth and transmuting that which is not serving without you necessarily needing to having to take actions that are coming from ego. So it helps us to take higher steps and go in line with our soul path. Then, the message that started to come through really clearly in that was that 6/6 is connecting us with unconditional love. So when we are acting in love and self-love, a powerful sort of love that centers completely on ourselves and our own light, then it is able to bring about a transformation that attracts more of the same. And so, as that divine light of those two bodies and those two entities work through us, we can really connect and transcend. So, I've noticed since I returned from the US that in the last few weeks, people who were working and needing that energy were coming through, and they're coming in and just sitting directly beneath. So, like, generally, people always sit over there, but since I returned and I stuck Saint Germain and the Holy Flame and the story of Saint Germain on my wall behind me, people have been coming in, and those who wanted that energy have just suddenly started sitting in that chair, which is really fascinating how energy works. So that was number one, the first thing. Then yesterday I got together with a friend who we met up and we were talking, really sort of channeling healing information off each other and doing a sort of download for one another and pulling things through. And we were sitting at table 6 and we again had that conversation. And it felt like we were preparing one another for today's session. and today's 6/6 portal energy, as we recognize partway through. And then sure enough, today in the 6/6 portal, it's just been one transformation after another. And what that's looked like is that people have been coming in to transform something within themselves that has involved opening up the heart chakra to allow higher sensations and beliefs of self-love and self-empowerment, therefore to come through and land more physically embodied through whatever they're going through in their lives. And again, largely sessions have been online today, but the person who came in physical was sat in straight into that chair again. So it's always so interesting. And today in the 6/6 portal, what came through and what I'll be working with, again, moving forward, because I've really enjoyed working in these energies today, and it feels like it's something that is evolving and building. Been working with both Saint Germain and Lady Portia for that beautiful balance, to help to connect us to our most divine aspect, and for that divine justice to come through and what we're doing to make sure that we're acting in our highest self, and to clear the path for us to do so without having to go into our more egoic realms and projecting ourselves onto others and other situations. And also for Saint Germain to come in and transmute and clear our path, again, making that easier, making light work of some of the more heavy emotions and heavy belief systems we have. And then also today, particularly today, and around this portal, has been about connecting deep, 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 deep down into our 13th chakra, which is our sacred womb, deep down in Mother Earth, right in the very roots of the tree of life. And from that safe and really sort of soul-centered space, we can tune into our own sort of soul alchemy, the alchemy that is ours by divine right in who we are when we're not just in our physical bodies as Helen Craven or whoever you are. You are in your soul, you are as an essence. And then from that space where everything feels safe and calm because there's nothing troubling down there where we're in that sacred womb space, we can then connect to our 14th chakra, which is in the highest realms, and bring in the light of Archangel Chamuel, who brings down that golden ray of light. And that's so specifically what this 6/6 energy portal is for many of us, is connecting with that golden ray of light to bring in the light of Archangel Chamuel's golden ray of unconditional love. And so today is a powerful day for doing that. So it's been absolutely perfect. And in doing that, those two layers connecting our highest heaven self with of unconditional love and that golden flame with that richest, deepest sense of our most empowered ability to alchemize that energy on earth, we then lace in our beautiful Reiki energy of the Holy Fire, which just comes in and catalyzes all of that with holy love, which is that powerful love from that ancient holy fire, which transmutes everything to bring us to our most authentic self. And that helps to give that beautiful dose of highest vibration with all those brothers and sisters of light in the formless realm, working for a sense of unity on earth to bring in the highest light. So, I mean, it is just been beautifully magical. And I'm really looking forward to sharing that in sessions going forward as well, wherever that is called, because, of course, it's always about working with what's needed in each moment, and everyone needs something different. Although, you know, people are being called very specifically when they want something. So I just thought I'd share that because it's been a really elucidating day, and will continue to be so, I'm sure. And I'm looking forward to tomorrow when we go into the 7th of June, because we're having a Reiki share in Ashbourne at the town hall. So again, we're working with that ray of light and love in the town centre to bring some beautiful healing into that space of the hall and into the town itself, because it's undergoing a great big facelift at the moment, which, of course, divine timing. So that will be enjoying receiving some of those high vibration energies of love and light that we can pull through at the moment. So thank you for listening, and I hope you found that interesting and useful. That's just where I'm seeing it all coming through, and it felt a beautiful, beautiful thing to share with where we're at. So I'll see you out there.